it going, everybody? It's Mr. Bernard going to go over a subtraction strategy, decomposing, breaking apart. All right. So first, let me give you the equation. 423 minus 185 equals blank. I always want students, whether it's an addition equation or subtraction equation, to label the equation. And when I say that, I'm putting what is the whole and the parts. So for subtraction, we start with the whole, a large number, and we're taking apart that number. So the first number is the whole, 423. 185 is the part, and we're trying to find the other part. This makes sense if you make a part whole model or a tape diagram that 185 is a part, 423 is a whole. So we need to figure out that other part combined with 185 to make 423. Okay? So what I'm going to do, like I said, we're going to use the decomposing style, and I'm going to show it to you in two ways. Let's get a different marker. 423 minus 185, and I'm going to decompose the part. When I subtract, I'm only decomposing the part, which is 185. I'll do 100 and 80 and a 5. And I'm going to label my steps. Step A, keep it real organized. 423 minus 100. I cross that out. 423 minus 100. Most students can do that in their mind, in their head, mental math. 323. Step B. As you notice, I'm subtracting the parts from that whole. So now I have 323, and I'm going to subtract, let me subtract 80. This might be a little bit tricky, right? So a strategy some students do, they can count by tens on their fingers and count down, right? So 313, 303, 293, 283, 273, 263, 253, 243. So we have 243. So I subtracted that 80. I'm good. Nope, not good, because I still have to subtract that 5. So step C, 243, and I'm going to subtract 5. You can use your fingers also if you need to. 242, 241, 240, 239, 238. And that is a final number. 238. But let me show you another way that we can decompose. All right? Using the same number. Because it might be a little bit tricky to subtract that 80, and it might be a little bit tricky sometimes to subtract that 5. So our first few steps might look very, very similar. 423 minus 185. I want to first take out 100 because that's easy. 423 minus 100 equals 323. It's the same as step A over here. With step B, I have 323. Let me try to take a 20 away. So I'm going to take a 20 out of that 80 and subtract 20. That's a little bit easier, right? Because I know that there's a 20 in there. I'm going to subtract 20. 303. But if I took a 20 out, that means that what is left is a 60. So I'm going to do a little bit of jumping around with this one. I see that I want to get to the next friendly number. I see that there's a 3 in this ones place. How about I subtract a 3? I'll take a 3 out of that 5. So I'll do 323 minus 3. Oh, no, sorry. 303 minus 3, and that is 300. See, I made a small error before. I realized it and I fixed it. We all make errors. So I use a 3. But that means that there was also a 2 from that 5. This is my next step. I still have a 60 and I have a 2. So 300 minus 60. That might be a little bit easier. 290, 280, 270, 260, 250, 240. So that equals 240. I subtracted that 60. And the only thing left that I need to subtract is that 2, which is another step. 240 minus 2 equals 200, 239, 238. So I crown my answer. It brings me to the same answer, as you can see. This is just one strategy for subtraction, decomposing. You might like it, you might not like it, but this is a strategy. If you feel like you're really effective, if you've really been effective using it and you get to the right answer, then keep on using it. This is your go-to. Maybe it's not your go-to. Maybe it's your second strategy that you really like. However, this is a good one to use, especially if you already have one strategy down packed and you want to practice another strategy to check your work. You could give this a try. Subtraction strategy, decomposing. This is Mr. Bonhomme. Peace.